Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you 4 reasons why you should not work on Fiverr. All right, so for those of you who don't know what Fiverr is, it's an online marketplace where you can buy services or products, but mainly services, for pretty decent prices. Or it used to be decent. Now it's getting quite pricey. And people all over the internet, especially YouTube, are saying, "Oh, it's a great marketplace. You should buy it." They're drinking the same Kool-Aid, and none of them ever expose the underside, the negative side of what it's like to work on Fiverr. And I'm about to do that. All right. So, first of all, the big thing is paid gigs. It's pretty bad that they already take 20% of your tips, 20% of your whatever you make, and then now they want you to pay to put your gig in the listing in their search engine. All right, so I mean they must be desperate. They're definitely like trying to milk the sellers for every single cent that they get and give them absolutely nothing. So it's they already got 20% and it's not good enough. And now they have to force the sellers to buy a placement within their search engine service. Otherwise, it's going to get buried and you get no work. Okay, of course, they're not going to say that, but I mean, let's face it. They don't need to say it. All right. So 20% of your tips, 20% of your income, and then you have to buy a placement within their search engine, which is already ridiculous. And for the 20%, you don't really get anything. You get absolutely nothing. Customer service, which brings me to my second point. Customer service is absolutely horrible. Okay, let me show you this. All right. So this guy right here says Fiverr supports only the buyer. Okay, and he's absolutely correct. Right? Fiverr only cares about the buyer. You don't want to believe me, then that's fine. But you can see this is pretty recent. All right. You go ahead and you put a support ticket through as a Fiverr seller, and you see how quickly you get a canned response and no help. Right? You don't need to take my word. You don't need to take his word. If you don't believe me and you want to learn the hard way, that's fine. Go ahead, open an account, ask for any help on as a seller for Fiverr support, and you'll see that they really treat you less than human. Really treat you like that. And when it comes to money, they always will side with the buyer. So a lot of times, seller would do $140 worth of work, $200 worth of work, and they won't get paid for it because all the customer has to do is put down makeup, not even tell the truth, just lie. The seller was unresponsive. And the seller could show proof of delivery, proof of being responsive, proof of being polite, and then customer service, Fiverr's customer service will still support the buyer. Okay, they'll say some canned response like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I understand how you feel, but we can't force the buyer to buy from you, but we can take your money away." Right? So, and the reason why they do that is it's because it's business. Right? You're an expendable asset as a seller. Right? There's an oversupply of sellers. There's an overhype of people that want to sell their services and make money. So of course Fiverr can treat the sellers like crap, right? And of course, give the buyer free work that they didn't make. Right? They don't care. So that's the deal. All right? That's the second reason. Well, yeah, second reason. So the first reason, you have to buy your placement or a decent placement within Fiverr. You have to buy it. That's correct. They're trying to charge you now. 20% of everything you make here, not enough. They want more. Second reason, that's if you even get paid. Most of the time, you will not get paid because of the refund exploit that Fiverr has. Fiverr might as well be called free for anyone who comes in because they only support the buyers. Third thing is that buyers that want free work, they just basically ask for unlimited revisions. See, look at this. 12 out of 14 free revisions. That's right, free revisions. Fiverr doesn't protect their sellers. Again, if you don't have to take my word for it. You go ahead, go on the platform and see what happens when you put 0 revisions, and then the customer still asks for a revision, and you say no, and then you go ahead and you submit a ticket to Fiverr's customer support. They're going to tell you we can't help you. You deal with it, right? That's exactly what they're going to tell you. But if you want to learn the hard way, you go ahead and do that. I'm trying to save you the heartache and waste your time to go on this platform, this ganky platform, and then and find out that you put your time, your energy into a work, and then their customers is just exploiting free revisions or extra work. Right? That's what customers do. So if they don't pay, right, they will ask you for extra work, which they was outside the scope of what they agreed upon, right? And Fiverr doesn't care. Like I said again, ask customer support, they're going to throw you out. Right? They're not going to care. And last thing is, it's gotten to the point where buyers are literally untouchable on Fiverr, literally untouchable, and constantly scamming buyers. So you have zero protection, okay? And anything you do is basically penalizing the seller, right? The buyers get no penalization whatsoever. Cancel something, there's no metric that shows that they're a habitual serial canceller, right? Fiverr doesn't care. If they ask for unlimited revisions, there's no metric for that either. So that's the thing. So it's for these reasons that I'm telling you that Fiverr is not worth your time. It is simply not worth your time to it's not worth your time to basically work on this platform. All right? Because look, you got to go on a platform that takes 20% of everything you own, everything you make on it, gives you nothing in return, right? And then they charge you to be on their search engine, right? And then after that, they give you no support. They take your work, give it to the seller, and don't give you money. In my opinion, that's called theft. Right? Third reason is they basically want unlimited revisions. And get this, you're lucky. Consider yourself lucky if you only get if you only have like to do extra work for an order and you still get paid. That's considered lucky, right? Most of the time, what customers will do on Fiverr, and I'm telling you this, the first-hand experience, okay? None of this is research, this is first-hand experience. You can go ahead and find out your truth the hard way. I'm trying to save you from it, so you take it for what it is, all right? They'll combine it. This is the modern-day Fiverr 2021 scam. What they will do is they will order something from you, ask for unlimited revisions, extra work, loaded work, everything, right? Until they're happy. And then once you submit the work to them, they'll make up some excuse and cancel the order. So not only do you not get paid for the original work, you don't get paid for the extra work as well. So they sucked you dry, and then they move on to the next victim, and next victim, and next victim. And of course, they know that some of these were former sellers that got tired of the system and decided to go to the dark side. I don't know, but they know the system very well. And what they do is they'll cancel the order and do it again and again. And they know that customer support will not side with them. They know that. That's why they can get away with it and do it again and again and again. So please, guys, your time is precious, and I don't want you to be working for free, right, or losing money, because don't think that Fiverr is great, right? It's only great when you have support from their staff, which you never do. Out of all the years I've worked on Fiverr, they look at you as expendable assets. So you can look on their forum. Even their own forums will show loads of people, of sellers getting scammed from buyers. And customer support, they don't care. They always side with the buyers every single time. So with that being said, please, guys, avoid Fiverr like the plague. Right? Just stay away from it. You want free work? Maybe that's the place to go. If you want free work, you go ahead and you order something, then cancel it, and then order something, then cancel it, and then order something, then cancel it. All right? That's the way to get free work. But if you want to work there as a seller and make money, this is the last place you should be working on, because they will hang you out to dry and leave you there laughing. Okay, you are seriously an expendable asset, and you know it. Right? Contact the support team for anything. And they'll talk down to you. It's just a condescending, canned message that says we can't help you. That's all it is, every single time. All right, so I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I'd like to say thanks for hitting that like button. This is Vince from Digital Nomad Institute signing off.